Namaste, greetings, and welcome to Astro Times today. In today's session, I want to speak about Prashna Shastra, or it is also called as Horary Astrology. Here, what is the relevance of this Prashna Shastra? We have so many methods, right? We have so many methods to study astrology. We have Parashari, we have Jaimini method, we have Tajika method, we have Nadi. Like this, we have so many. But now, what is this horary astrology or Prashna astrology, and what is the use of it? Where exactly we have to use this Prashna Shastra? See, the problem is in most of the cases, what we astrologers see in most of the cases, in 80 to 90% cases, the birth times that are not properly recorded. In very olden days, when there is no proper communication or proper devices to record time, but the times were not properly recorded. Even this happened till 30 years back or 40 years back. In many cases, in villages, they even don't know the year in which they born. Only they remember certain incidents. So before that war, or before this war, or after that elections, or before this tsunami, or before those floods, or after those floods, or after the death of that person, or after the death of this person. So that is how they remembered the birth times. They were not able to even remember the birth times of their children. But when it comes to astrology, birth times play a very significant role. Even a 5 minutes or 1 minute of difference in the birth time also may show a very huge impact on the predictions that are given by astrologers. Now, there is a solution for this. Say somebody comes to us, so his son or daughter is not getting married, or he is not able to sell his property, or his court case is not being settled, or he is unnecessarily pulled into some this court case. Usually, we ask for a birth time. Please give me your name, time of birth, and date of birth, and place of birth. These are the primary requirements of an astrologer. So no, that person says, I don't have any birth times, or my birth times are not properly recorded. So it makes a huge impact on the prediction. So now what is the way out? The solution is, as and when the moment whoever approaches us, that means the seeker asks a question, that moment we have to observe the planetary movements, the planetary positions at that time, and we can give the prediction, and that is the destiny of the seeker. Our astrologers, our expert astrologers say that the Janma Kundali, the Prashna, what is the planetary position at the time of the question is uttered, the astrologer casts a chart for that moment, and that chart is called as Prashna Kundali or Horary chart. According to our astrologers, expert astrologers who have mastered this subject, according to their say, whatever they said, according to their recordings, this Horary chart is having equal importance. Its nature is equal to the Janma Kundali. Or birth chart. There are two different charts now. First one is the birth chart and the horary chart. They give equal importance to the horary chart. And the horary chart is more accurate than the natal chart or birth time chart. Birth time chart, somebody may say that his birth, he don't know his birth time, but it is somewhere between 3:30 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. In 15 minutes, the difference will be a huge impact on the prediction. But when we consider a Prashna chart, say that person asked a question at 3:30 p.m. That is 26th December, 3:30 p.m. If somebody asked a question, I will cast a chart for that time, 3:30 p.m. 26th December 2024, 3:30 p.m. Hyderabad. This is how I cast my chart. So that planetary position is very accurate, and based on that, I give the predictions. Or predictions can be given. Our expert astrologers say that without reading the horary chart, or this horary chart is always a supplementary chart to the birth chart. Predictions, no prediction should be given unless the horary chart is also studied. If horary chart is not studied properly, I am very sure that the predictions will go wrong. The predictions of the astrologers, they are going wrong because most of the astrologers, they are ignoring the horary chart. They have to keep Prashna chart and birth time chart side by side, and they have to read, examine, thoroughly scrutinize the charts, and then they should be able to give the predictions. If somebody approached us for a marriage of his daughter, say let us assume that birth time chart is not so accurate or it is accurate in both cases. So first we have to see what we have to see. He approached for marriage. We have to see whether there is a promise in the birth chart or not. Yes, there is a chart in the promise in the birth chart. Now astrologer has to examine whether promise is there in the horary chart. Promise should be there in the both birth chart and horary chart as well. So what if there is a promise in the birth chart and there is no promise in the horary chart? Or vice versa, if there is a promise in the horary chart and there is no marriage promise in the birth chart. This is what we are going to learn in the sessions that are going to come in this series, Prashna Shastra series. Okay, what else we can study from this? Say we can study about the missing whereabouts of the missing persons. We can study. If some article is stolen from our house, say for example our gold is stolen, 10 tulas of gold stolen, we can predict who has stolen that, whether a known person has stolen that or a stranger has stolen that, or whether it is clean that shape of original shape, or that shape is changed, shape is modified, or it is melted, or it is exchanged many hands. When the marriage will happen, when will I get a job, will I get or not, whether a missing person is dead or alive. These are all the things that we can study using a horary chart. Horary chart can be studied either as an independent chart or a supplementary chart to the birth time chart. How to examine this horary chart, I will let you know in the sessions that are going to be followed. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye and God bless you all.